This is your daily briefing, and you're most welcome to it. What an abysmal game. It was a great game. If you were a Southampton fan, or you were a neutral, or just visiting us from another planet, that was a great game. But for Tottenham, absolutely appalling. Conte must be wit's end, absolute wit's end. Banana skin time, exclusive from the Mail Online, who tell us that Tottenham are considering an audacious bid to hold the Super Bowl 2026 and £1 billion stadium, blah, blah, blah. Obstacles galore, not including the wee man with the bald head himself. Biggest obstacle would be London's time zone. And this makes sense, and I hadn't thought of this at all, actually. But when it's at an okay time for us, mid-afternoon tea time or whatever they do with the thing, that's fine. But I remember in the 80s, I think it was, there was a thing put on at when they were first trying to, one of the early times they were trying to bring Super Bowl into the UK, and some friends of mine who were into it, and I went along to this thing, started at 2 o'clock in the morning, absolute chore, face full of booze obviously, but face down in a pizza, asleep within a few minutes, beyond tedious. But if they host it in the UK and it's on at a time for the Europeans to tuck into, then is it going to affect the 100 million viewers that they have for this product in the States? And there's concerns over the US advertisers, and they'd need reassurances that numbers wouldn't be jeopardised, and also a very late kickoff, if it was moved to suit the American market, could lead to objections from Haringey Council. But what makes me interested in this, the main, is that if the Super Bowl did come to Europe, bear in mind Spurs don't have any exclusivity. They've got this retractable pitch, Mark 1 technology, it's going to go wrong, but they've got this retractable pitch, but all the rest of it, commitment of 2 games. It's tiny. I don't understand why are they doing it. Tottenham spokesperson, so it was a woman, spokesperson said that the club do not comment on commercial matters. If only that was true. But they do comment on the Y word, and I'm only using that for because I think the whole thing's so risible. I've written at length on it. I've spoken at length. I was even on the BBC many years ago, one Sunday morning, and the funniest part of that was I put up the old Harry Hotspur, and this rabbi sat there, and he says, "With all due respect to Mr. Hotspur," tremendous. But the Spurs, the club, commenced a stage of consultation with the fans, and there's a massive asterisk there, and received more than 23,000 responses, with 94% acknowledging the Y word can be considered a racist term against a Jewish person. I've got 3 replies. There you go, this is live. I've got 3 replies. One is 23,000 people, or rather 94% of that amount of people. What's that? That isn't enough for a minority share of any market. The second thing is that nobody in any of these refers to context, and context is our friend throughout life. And the third thing is, I hope the first person arrested is Jewish, because it's nuts. The whole thing is absolutely nuts, and I know why they're doing it. And it isn't because there's people, if there's a handful of people complaining they don't like the word. I tell you what, there are all sorts of words said at football matches which I would probably on a clear day not want to hear. But that's the way football is. And if you want to change that, you're going to have to change society. That starts in the home, and it starts in the schools. So it's a much bigger job. This is a path to book burning. And that may sound hysterical, but that is what you're talking about. 23,000 people don't like it. Yeah, I could probably find more people that don't like tuna. Give me the time and the resources of this club, and I could probably find more people that don't like tuna. Right, next up is Wolves, and that is on Sunday. So I don't think there's any more to say on the match. I'm going to do some more detailed stuff on theboyhotspur.com, because I think it lends itself more to that. But going through the ashes of the Saints game, we didn't learn anything. We were just kind of reminded of some of the inherent flaws. But yeah, there's some real dross in our dressing room, and hopefully come the summer, most of it is gone. Good luck, keep it Tottenham.